Hi everyone, this week's theme is prioritising the prize. On the surface, it's a pretty straightforward concept to grasp. Wherever there's a prize to be gained, there's an opportunity, well actually a clear obligation to set other things to one side and focus single-mindedly on the prize you are chasing. You don't want distractions and you don't want anything that slows you down. A couple of years ago, my son Peter and his wife announced that they'd be coming up from London and were intending to do the White Rose Walk. That's a 35-mile hike from the White Horse near Sutton Bank up to Rosebery Topping, and you do it in one day. I was really pleased and started to dig out various things that I thought might help them. I've still got a huge rucksack in the loft, so I dug it out and started to fill it with things that I thought they might need. Of course, by the time I'd finished, I could hardly lift it. When Peter and his wife arrived, they looked at it, smiled, and politely declined my offer. Their idea of what they would carry pretty much fitted in their pockets. They said if I would kindly meet them at intervals en route and give them a drink, that would be fine. I was a little bit crushed, and secretly, of course, I put everything in the car anyway, just in case. The postscript to the story, they didn't need any of it. They just focused on getting to the finish, and they did it. In the passage we're looking at this week, Paul refers to things that he thought he needed for his life journey. His rucksack was full of heavy weights, things he had previously thought would get him to his destination. And wow, are they heavy. Circumcision, family tradition, keeping the letter of the law, hard work, he called it zeal. He thought he needed all that, just like I thought Peter needed my enormous rucksack. And then, of course, Paul encountered Jesus, and he realised the prize was there for the taking, without any of his luggage, without any of the heavy burdens of wrong thinking and religious activity. He realised that Jesus was a free gift to be received, and so he chose to run after him with all his energy. Actually, I think I can relate to Paul's experience. As a young man, I didn't understand how amazing the gospel was. I didn't realise Jesus was a free gift. I had a rather warped idea that salvation was something that had to be earned by hard work and by doing your duty. My thinking was rooted in that very common notion that you get what you deserve, and that included God and heaven. Do the right thing and you're in, do the wrong thing and you're out. When I first heard the real gospel, I could hardly believe how outrageously generous it was. Jesus was making himself freely available to any who would receive him. I came to understand that I didn't need my rucksack full of burdensome thinking. I realised that God loved me and still does, and he invites me into his company every day with fresh expressions of love and acceptance. It's a free gift. I have to confess that I can still lapse back into wrong thinking if I lose sight of the real gospel. I can still be legalistic if I don't stay connected to God's grace. I can still lapse back into doing my duty, doing the right thing. And I can lapse back into negative thought patterns and negative self-talk, calling myself names for getting things wrong. It's a kind of warped version of humility. And these can be heavy weights that slow me down from pursuing the prize. To prioritise the prize, I have to regularly check my thinking and allow God to root out any useless baggage. Many of you know that sozo ministry is good for shifting wrong thinking that's lodged in our minds. Certainly I found it helpful in shifting illegal thought patterns and the hurts that accompany them. Well, whether you choose to do sozo or find some other way of staying free from illegal, useless, heavy rucksacks full of so-called qualifications, my encouragement to you today is get free. Don't carry what is actually no good to you. Instead, prioritise Jesus and his freely given grace. He is the prize, the incomparable, indescribable, wonderful gift from God. Get free and enjoy God's grace. God bless you. Bye bye.